Welcome to Mom Boss Chronicles, the show that celebrates the incredible journey of mom bosses who are conquering the world of business and motherhood. We are your hosts, Jen,
Danielle,
and Sue.
Make sure to like and subscribe and share with your mom friends today. Welcome back, everyone, to Mom Boss Chronicles. This week, we have a really awesome episode for you. It's called Making It in America, where we interviewed Julie Zhu. She is a real estate client of ours who owns real estate and also owns businesses. And Julie's story I found really fascinating and interesting because she came to America from China as a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
And it's wild to think that, she came here as a teenager, not even speaking the language, and she came here and obviously thrived.
She's thriving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She owns businesses that you're going to hear about. She has 2 children that are in college. She's helping put through college. She works really hard. She has a beautiful home.
Yep.
And it's just amazing that Julie could figure it out.
Still is the land of opportunity if you seize the opportunity.
If you see it and
Yep.
And it makes me think about my grandma. So my family's from Puerto Rico. My grandmother came here when she was 16. Pretty much like an arranged marriage. Her parents,
Wow.
According to my grandma, she said in Puerto Rico at that time, there wasn't a lot of jobs, there wasn't a lot of opportunity. So her parents saw the opportunity to send their daughter to Brooklyn.
Wow. Right.
She's leaving the Caribbean tropical life
to
go to Brooklyn.
Yep.
Where
Cold winters.
Where, they don't speak Spanish, and I'm really proud of my grandma. She married my grandpa. He was 8 years older than her. He worked at a box factory.
Whoa.
Yeah. And my grandma had 5 kids.
Wow.
And amazing. To make money, for herself, she would watch other children at home in addition to her kids.
Okay.
So she was like home daycare. And what I love about my grandma is that she took advantage of the American dream so much. She forced all of her children to graduate at least high school.
Yep.
So all 5 of her, she believed in education because she only had a 3rd grade education, by the way. In Puerto Rico, she went to school up to reading, writing, and simple math, and then that was it. She had to help on the farm.
Wow.
So for her, she was like, nope, my kids are going to go to school. Send some of them to private school. I don't know how they did it, but they had the money to send them to private.
They made it work.
Yes.
Yep.
My uncle, my aunt, they both have their masters. Other aunt has her bachelor's. My mom has her associates. My uncle has his college degree or high school degree, but they all have such great work ethic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because my grandma, my grandpa instilled it.
Yeah.
And I just love that. I love that she came to America, made it work, raised a beautiful family. She owns a brownstone right now in Brooklyn that's probably worth $1 million. She saw the American dream. Her and my grandpa bought real estate. I love that. I don't know what I would do if I was dropped in China, right?
Talk about resilience.
What do you do?
Yeah.
No one understands you. You can't understand. That's must be the hardest part, right?
Yeah.
The language barrier.
Yeah, the language barrier. And also I feel like that block of are people judging me?
Yeah.
I'm an immigrant.
Yeah, and they probably are.
I know.
Yeah.
And amazing that they were just going to forge through and be like, I don't care if I'm being judged or if I don't have it all figured out.
Right.
Because I'm sure for Julie, she doesn't have it all figured out, but I love that she's not afraid
Yep.
Yeah.
to be like, I want that.
Yeah. I'm going for it. I don't know how, but I'm going for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible for anybody. My great-grandmother came from Poland at 15. I mean, just what I was doing at 15 years old.
Yeah,
or
I know.
14 years old. And, to think of someone truly having to lace up their boots, and get prepared to
Be an adult.
Yes, essentially, and make it work. And, they seized that opportunity living in America. There's no shortage of jobs or things to do, but you really have to
Or businesses to open.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
That's amazing that, and kudos to our capitalism, that is a positive,
Yep.
that you are able, if you can dream it, you can build that business.
Yep.
And I'm proud. She has the tea shop. She has other.
Yeah, she has a market in Brick,
Yes.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Real
That's-
estate.
Yep, owns real estate.
Yeah. I love that she took the time to slow down, to figure it out, go after her dreams, and is
Yep.
thriving. And because of that, her children are, going to go to college and they're going to be in great medical
Yeah.
fields.
Yep.
That is awesome.
Right. Yep. So with that, we'll hear what Julie has to say.
And we hope it inspires you to chase your dreams, because if they can make it in
Absolutely.
America, you 100% can make your dreams.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Let's listen.
yeah, take a listen.
Welcome back to Mom Boss Chronicles. I am very excited to have today here one of my friends, also a client and someone I am inspired by, Julie Zhu. She is a real estate investor. She is a business owner. She has a market in Brick. She has 2 Prince tea shops and also a noodle shop in New Brunswick, which is just incredible. And you have been a single mom for quite some time too. You have 2 children now in college. So you are the epitome of a mom boss for
Totally.
sure. So we wanted to have you come on today and, kind of pick your brain a little bit on your entrepreneurial spirit, because you impress me all the time. Because even when you're done with a project, you're like, okay, what's next? What are you like? What's our next, real estate adventure, or thinking about new restaurants and stuff like that. And just out of curiosity, I mean, with your market in brick, how did you come across that?
I actually started with zero experience.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then at the beginning, 2009, I was at other shopping mall, and then I don't even know what escrow is. Because I growing up an Asian family.
Right.
I don't even know any those kind of like.
Did they have businesses when you were younger?
No. My parents have their own business. It's
Okay.
like they do, although they actually is like my father usually traveling.
Wow.
We never know his home.
Yeah.
And then my mom always like have a lot of the home work,
Yeah.
like a sewing,
Yeah.
and like those kind of
Yeah.
hand working stuff, and
Right.
then we helps, and that's it.
Yeah.
So you learned a lot through
Yeah.
from your mom, like different skills and stuff.
I learned from their life is so difficult, and then we need to have money.
Yeah.
We need to
Yeah.
have a money, and
Yeah.
then we have to have a good life.
Yes.
And also my mom have so many kids,
Oh,
and
how
then
many?
I'm the fourth one. So
Oh, wow.
and they 6 total of 6,
Oh,
5 daughters
okay.
and then 1 brother.
Wow.
The brother because they want boy.
The youngest,
Yeah.
is he the youngest?
They want
the
boy,
boy.
Yeah.
and then the boy is most important, and then us just nothing.
You gotta take care of him.
I always
thanks.
ask my mom said, okay, why you have us? You can just stop at one, two of them, two
wants
two
her
sister, and that's it. Stop it. Don't have it too many.
Yeah.
Boys
That's a
means
lot.
nothing because end up right now, it's actually. They actually got help from daughters, not son.
Right.
Even son, he's an engineer. He's doing very good, but doesn't help.
Well, I need
And
the girls.
because they are
Yes.
senior right now, and actually the daughters helps the most.
Yeah.
And the daughter actually bring the most beautiful life to them. And then they know now, but actually in their mind, in their generation, they always like boy.
Right.
Son.
I mean,
Always
I think
boy.
that, right.
I hate
to
that.
carry on the
I really
name.
hate that.
Yeah.
'Cause, after
Yeah.
when I have a kids and
You had
like,
your daughter first, right?
I have my daughter first, and then I have my son.
Did
but
you want a
it's-
son too? Did you feel like?
No, I don't really care.
Right.
Boy or girl, it's the same thing. And
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
girl more closer to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the girl actually helps much more.
Wait, I say this all the time. Although Michael is such a mommy's
The
boy that I'm
same.
going to be okay. But you have daughters. You're not going to end up in a home. I'm probably
Right.
going to end up in a home someday.
What's that saying?
The daughter's your
a son
daughter.
is a daughter's your daughter for life. A son is a son until he takes
Gets-
away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
No,
exactly.
yeah, son's life is actually what after they
Cry.
get married, they have a wife, and then everything is
Yeah.
going to
Changes.
change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Changes because they listen to because now it's a woman's life.
Right.
Because everything's control lady.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So and after they marry, and you, believe me or not, and then you're not gonna have a son.
Yeah.
You're gonna
I
have
know.
it yourself.
Yeah.
So, but the daughter usually, even us, we are all lady, and we always think of our parents.
Yes.
When we the ages get older, and then you think more your parents, you're gonna help them. Even they are like. Sometimes you really don't want to help, but you will help
course.
ends up.
Yeah.
Right?
We're
This
girls.
is how
I mean,
it is.
We were
You have to.
bred
Caretakers by
to
nature.
please, right,
Yeah.
our family. So you would say then growing up in your family and seeing them as entrepreneurs in some capacity inspired you then to get
Right.
the market.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
not only the market. Market
Yeah.
is just part of the business.
Yeah, yeah.
Any kind of business is okay. So, because my family in my town, actually everybody's doing business.
Yep.
This is like a naturally like a growing up with the business sense or anything. So at the beginning, yes, we're working for somebody or anything. But after that, usually we will get the roll out. We want to be a boss.
Yeah.
You have your own business.
We have the own, and then easier to the timing. It's easier to control, and also we have a kids.
Yeah.
So we want them have a better life.
Yes.
Because after if we send them to the college, that costs so much money.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah.
Yeah. And then my daughter's going to medical school. That's even more money.
I know. A
Good
lot.
for
Yeah, it's
her.
a lot of work.
It's a house. It's like
but you have to. I'm the person to support them. I have to
Right.
support
Yeah.
them, the mentally and then everything.
Yeah.
So and then they can jumping up. They can have a better, life.
What kind of
successful life.
What kind of doctor does she want to be?
she want to be a she want a psychiatrist and then ER and then some other options.
Good for her.
But usually after medical school, like 2 years, and then they get chance to
Match,
pick whatever
right, yeah.
they want to
right.
be.
Like the residency.
the
The
and
residency
everything.
and like that.
Good
Yes.
for her. That's impressive.
I mean, you know, technically at the end of the day, you don't have to be the one that does. Like you know, there are
Very true,
not
yes.
parents as dedicated as you.
Right.
You know, so like in your brain, in your mind, like, that's just like a given. Like I'm hustling hard for my kids. I mean, you obviously have set a great example for them because they work really hard too.
Yeah, because when you don't have anything from
Yeah,
your parents
right.
and in your life,
grew up-
you
you grew up
want
that
to,
way,
Yeah,
right.
you want to give everything to your kids,
Right.
Because you don't want the same life.
So when you were a
As
young
you-
girl, did you move here at a young age?
I moved here since 13.
Wow.
You were,
Yeah.
you were little.
And my
You were
parents-
young, and your parents weren't even here, right?
My parents are here, my sister's here, and my auntie's here,
no
so I
way.
live with my auntie.
Wow.
So my parents is because I want to get out of the home. I really want to sneak out because I don't want to stay home. 'Cause This is so annoying because I don't like them.
Oh.
That's the thing. I don't want to say that, but you know,
no,
I just
like
don't
when
like
you're
it.
a teenager,
You
you're
were,
like,
yeah,
right.
explore the world. So did you have a lot of resources, or were you starting out as a young woman all by yourself, making your way?
Yeah.
Like you-
Since 13 years old, I live. You know, I have to pay the rent. I have to. I have
Figure it
to
out.
Figure it out. I
Yeah.
have to, you know, I don't have too much expense, but at least I have to pay the
Yeah.
rent. That time, 13 years old, I think I paid how much? $300.
Wow.
But that's like that's
And
$300
you
to
expect
rent.
a
Yeah, for a
13-year-old to cough
13-year-old.
up,
But you
know?
came up with a plan, right? And you did it. That's awesome.
I came up with I have to pay a lot of money to the person. You know, they have to, you know, bring me up here. So we do have to pay some money, but I lend the money from my auntie, and then I have to pay back a little bit.
Wow.
So
So that set you up to be an
interesting.
entrepreneur. So then when you became a woman, did you decide, like, I want to own businesses, I'm going to do this?
it's not because of that. I just wanted to, you know, live better. So
Yeah. That
any kind
drive.
of business,
Yeah.
to try. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And when did you get into investing in real estate? How did that happen?
That was a long time ago, 2001.
Wow.
Actually, I had some real estate property at Pennsylvania, Philadelphia.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Philadelphia, yes.
Okay. Good
for
Then I
you.
sold it because that time at Philadelphia it was very very hot, very hot.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
started, and then we bought some.
How did you stumble across property in Philadelphia?
Because my friend, I have a
okay.
best friend, and then she's over there, and then she was talking about, oh, this is good, because you know why sometimes the Asian community, and they will talk about, oh, this is here, this area is good, that is, you know,
Got it.
awesome.
and
Okay.
and people always following. At that time, I was also following. Oh, this is good, and I'm gonna go there. So I lived there since 2002 to 2007.
Oh wow. Okay.
I was at Philadelphia.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, then after that, between that time, I sold
And then
and make
became-
just a little bit of money, and then go back to New York and stay in New York a little bit, and then come back 2009 in New
To
Jersey.
Jersey. And I
Yeah.
love it. No matter where you are, I feel like you figured it out. Philadelphia, you figured it out. New
I
York,
think
New
that's
Jersey.
that's the human. You've got to be like
Yeah.
that. You have the strength to figure out your life is
Right.
This is supposed to be. I think that's normal.
Well,
Yeah.
we
if
talked
the
about
person
mindset, your mindset. We talked about
Yeah,
that,
right.
Like it's just believing in yourself.
You
like,
have
knowing
to do
you
like
can.
that. What are you gonna do? You're gonna
Right.
going down
What's
to
the
the
other
hill.
option?
And some people do,
Right.
right? Like some people just put blinders on. They live their whole life without taking control of it. And you were like, I'm going to take control.
I don't think that's good for if you have a kids. So because you are the sample for your kids. Your kids were watching you, even they're not home or you're not home. They know what you're doing.
Yes.
And then they will follow you, and they said, oh, okay, I have to working hard for my whole life. I have to do something. I cannot just lay down.
Yeah.
Right? I think this is you
Hustler
don't
spirit.
Yeah.
you don't have to say anything, but you just have to do it.
Right.
You know?
Your
Lead by
actions.
example.
Yeah,
for sure.
example. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see a lot of mom, like single mom, actually they don't doing good. They actually is like breaking the life, everything. I always when I see those kind of news, I feel like so disappointed. Why you do that?
Yeah.
Listen, then why you have a kid, right?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Some I heard a lot of the woman actually threw the kids to somewhere else. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then why you have a kid?
I know.
I think
Why you have a
unfortunately-
baby?
Right.
Yeah.
It's not easy to have a baby.
No.
10 months.
Yeah.
And then to raising them up. They just want to give it 10 months. That's it. After that,
People don't
now my
think it
business.
through. Yeah.
Yeah. Or just, I think a lot of people like to be the victim, in some way too. But
Some people,
Yeah.
they don't know, maybe their parents is the, does the same thing, same
Right.
way to
So,
them.
Yeah,
So,
they don't know any
yeah.
better. Right. So the Prince tea shops, they're just so stinking
Amazing.
cute. So you
I
have
know.
the one in Edison and
Edison and Princeton, because
Princeton.
I'm just a little portion, and share with other partners.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Because because my friend brought me in.
Okay.
And because I actually love to do some, like I told you, preserve flower.
Yes.
The arrangement flower. I love to do those
Like
things.
that's your passion. Yeah.
This is my interesting things. I
Yeah,
always
it's
love to
cool.
do that.
I love that.
And then so I decorate everything, like
And
do
it's
all the
beautiful. If you guys
all
are
the
ever in
stuff.
Edison and Princeton, Sue and I met you there. The Princeton Tea Shop. It's beautiful. Like
Yeah.
a beautiful place to have tea, delicious food, great spot for
great.
your girlfriends, friends.
Right.
Like it is an awesome spot.
It's very good for hanging out with your
Yes.
girlfriends.
Yeah.
That's very good spot. And then even also like today is a snow day and the
Yeah.
bad
Yeah.
day, you can have some hot tea over there.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful spot for
Comforting.
that.
good
Yeah.
desserts
Yeah.
and finger foods.
yeah.
Finger
That's so
foods,
cute.
yes. I think it could be a little bit more better, but it just doesn't have no time to do it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, everything's like a work in progress, right?
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
there when you get there. What I don't know anything about, I don't even know the name of it, the noodle shop in New Brunswick.
Noodles calling.
Oh, yes.
is that?
The
okay.
name came out from my mind. I said, noodles calling. Yes, it's noodles calling.
like
And
that.
people think, oh yeah, noodles calling. Just give a shot. Oh, noodles calling. That's the name.
Yeah.
It sounds not like a name, but it is a name.
It's catchy. I
It's
like
catchy.
it.
Where is it? Like near the hospital?
It's
at all?
downtown New Brunswick.
Okay, my husband works in New Brunswick, so I have to tell him
To check it out.
to check it out.
Georgia Street.
Okay.
Oh,
It's on
Okay.
Georgia Street.
Okay,
Yes,
cool.
it used to be very crowded
By the
area.
courthouse, right?
Oh, he'll love that.
By the courthouse.
Yeah.
Downtown,
Cool.
there's a lot of courthouse,
Yes.
a lot of like government buildings there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
there's
is that business? You like running that one?
I'm not running it
Okay.
that one.
That's awesome, but that's your
You have
business.
people run it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Must be so busy. College
It's
students.
okay. Yeah, it's not like a really busy, but
Yeah.
Okay.
when it's like rocker, the
That's what
schools
do
are
you-
started.
Yeah. Do you stay open late for those college
No.
kids and their munchies? The late night munchies.
Yeah, but that's really like Asian noodle.
Yeah.
So some people probably would not like
Too heavy, yeah.
It's too heavy, and
Sounds
people like
delicious to me.
Japanese ramen much more because that's most popular. It's a very everybody knows. Like a sushi, like a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Yes.
So yeah, the people just want to try some things like everybody knows.
Yeah.
But that one, it's actually only like a couple years, maybe like no more than 5 years trend. So a lot of people will really have to get into it.
So, yeah.
Yeah, people in New York, they will know a lot more better. But in New Jersey, some of the people doesn't know.
They don't
Only
know.
the Asian people.
Not
will.
yet. They're going to
Not
learn.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gonna learn.
They're gonna learn.
They
Yeah.
gonna learn today.
They're gonna learn
What I
today.
love is that, like, I feel like you're not afraid. You're not afraid
Yeah.
to start something. Not
I think
afraid.
I think sometimes I just close my eye, I just do it.
That's it. You just jump and you do
Because
it. Yeah.
I just measurement myself. I said, oh, okay, I can do it. I guess I can handle it.
Yeah.
and then I
that.
just
You
do it.
believe in it.
Whatever it is coming up, I fix it. Oh, if it's not working out, it's okay.
Yes. It is okay to fail or is okay to change.
Maybe I have something back up, so I
Yeah.
will be better. If it's not, then I worry. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
But there's a book, and I haven't read it, but I love the title. Everything is figure-outable.
Oh, I love that.
And basically, the
Cool.
premise is like if you want to do something or if you have a vision, do it. Everything is
figure it
you'll
out,
figure it
right?
out.
That's what I'm told my son. My son actually at Tulane, and then he's not doing well. I said that you cannot just go straight because you have to figure out everything. Your life is not only one way. There's so many ways you can choose.
true.
So if you cannot figure out this side and the other side,
Right.
he went back Sunday night.
He's already calling you like, oh, I want to come home.
No, he really like the school
Yeah.
is, but he just doesn't doing that great at the last semester.
It's
So
hard. I remember
it's-
that in
it's not
college.
easy.
Yeah.
Especially when you're a young person trying to figure out what your passions are, what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to jump up. He wants to be better, but he cannot. He don't have a that good foundation.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so hard for him to jumping up that higher grade.
Yeah.
So he works hard also, but let's see this semester.
Right. I mean, who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
this semester he'll feel a little more comfortable and acclimated with,
Especially first year,
Yeah.
so at just beginning, and then
okay.
everything's new to him, and then he's a baby. He sister always taking care of him, and then I always taking care because
Yeah.
he's younger.
Yeah.
So usually younger mom is more baby.
Yeah.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
not
true.
right. If the time go back, I would definitely
would
not gonna do
change.
it. I would change.
I know.
So I always talk about this to the new mom, or they have the second one. If you have the second one, don't baby them. Baby
Yeah.
always not good.
Yeah.
I know. I do that with my
Especially
daughter.
woman, right?
Yeah.
Always baby the kids.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yes.
think so. Just throw them out and let them go. But you watching to the other side,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And there is a fine balance between watching your kids figure it out, but also wanting to help, but also being like, you have to figure it out, but I am here to help you. But
Yeah.
you got to do it now.
I know. It's
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
tough for sure.
Yeah, it's not easy at this moment right now. All the younger kids, they can't hold a lot of stuff.
They're
not,
baby.
Not like a.
They just want to be
us.
YouTube or TikTok stars.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
different from
Definitely.
when we were children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you notice that? Because I see the news said that there's a lot of people, that a lot of kids actually go with depression, suicidal, like those
Yes.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I cannot believe it because what they carry on.
I know what stress they
Yeah.
have.
What stress
Right.
they have? Only
Yeah.
the school,
Right.
only
Yeah.
the mom, or maybe parents give a little stress.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
it's
a lot of
nothing.
it is the social media
Yes.
and this
Yes.
obsession with image
Yeah.
and perfection.
Yep.
And not understanding that there are times in life where you struggle.
Right.
And I think for them, the young generation has a really hard time with failure. And you're right, like social media. What would it
Living
what-
up to what they're seeing on
Yeah.
social media and not realizing that there's
fake.
and that when especially when you're in high school that there's life outside of
Yes.
high school and
Beyond
it's-
your friends.
Yes,
And
and
it's
it's
so
just
beautiful.
this little
Yeah.
blip in life, and then it's over, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
I don't know how that changes over
I
time.
know,
But
it's-
definitely, you're right.
It's
It's
so
different.
difficult.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm so worried about the younger kids right now.
I know.
And I feel like a lot of them kind of lost the desire to even have the businesses. Like they were saying, now in our society, we don't have the plumbers, the electricians, or the HVAC people that we did generations before because a lot of them are not thinking about being business
Right.
owners.
Right.
And there's such missed opportunity. Like you should, if you want to, should be in a business owner.
I saw something actually the other day about plumbers. I think we had an issue with the plumber, the weirdo
Yeah.
plumber guy. But that there's so many, that's a trade that not a lot of people are getting into. So right now, if you're going to into plumbing,
Yeah.
you can really kind of dictate,
Yeah.
what you want to be paid. So
It's like a
that's
lost
good.
Yeah.
skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
But
really
sometimes
is.
business is ready for somebody. It's not for everybody.
Totally. You're right.
But some people they walking out, but they can't.
Yeah.
Some
They
people
can't
can't
deal with
handle
it.
the stress,
They
right?
can't.
Because as being a business owner, you have to be there all the time, or you have to make
keep
hard
track.
decisions.
Right.
Things are bad, things are good, but you have to just.
Your brain have to running the whole time.
Yeah.
So when there's something coming up, you have to run your brain right away. So when something happens, you have to make a decision right away. But some people not made for that.
No, they'll crumble.
You
with the
cannot
stress.
you cannot push anybody
You're
to
right.
say, doing business. But some people probably just my son. I recommended to him said, if you want to be a biomedical engineer, just do that. That's it. Don't do anything else.
It's a good job.
You have a good job,
Yeah.
and then rest of the life it's okay.
And you have to make
then
those
when
decisions.
something happen in the future, if I'm still there, I will help you. I will give you a hand when
Yeah.
you want to do something. This is me. It's
Yeah.
over there.
Right.
When I get older, I'm watching you guys. When you guys need help, then I help.
Yeah.
And then business, it's not for them.
Yeah. And I love that you could see that too. You're like, I know my
not for
kids.
for
Yeah.
everyone, and that's okay too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have to know them first. Then I have to give them the directions.
Yeah.
Because they're not for
And it's
that.
crazy because I feel like mom is always right. Your kids don't always want to hear it at first.
Yeah.
Of course.
But they're going to come to you and be like, Mom, you were right.
Hopefully
They
in
will.
the
At
future.
first, they won't. Because
Yeah.
right now, they're going to be like,
At
no,
some
I know what I'm doing. But then in the end, watch. She'll be like, I always knew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally.
You now, did you go to college for business? You are really self-taught. Yeah?
Sometimes I'm tough. Yes, it is. Yeah, but I don't.
But you taught yourself. I mean,
You know
essentially how to run your
what I'm
businesses,
from?
right?
I formed a town because China, they have so many towns. I'm from the town, everybody's doing business.
Yeah.
That's actually
So it's just kind of part of the DNA. Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Yeah. That makes. When you were opening up your businesses, did anyone in your family try to persuade you not to?
No.
No,
Nobody
okay.
can stop
Well, I'm
me.
figuring no one can stop you. I just know better, right?
Because I usually very independent.
Yeah.
So, and if I decide anything, and then I will go for it. And then I will carry the responsibility.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
for you.
and I know I'm a pretty responsible person, so I trust myself. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad I appreciate, God actually helped my life so much. Everything's, very smooth.
Yeah.
That's a very good thing.
Yeah.
Because some people's life always have tough part.
Yes.
But I always,
Land
go
on your
for
feet.
it. And it's,
Well, you work hard and
Working hard.
Yeah,
And then-
you take those risks, so it pays off, right?
Because I believe God, and then because some part I lost it, and some part I will get it. So to be a human, and you cannot have 100%.
Yeah.
But either I have this or not.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's life, right? Ups and
That's
downs.
life, ups
Yeah.
and downs. Yeah.
So real estate, obviously, that's how I've met you. We've met you through real estate, and I'm always impressed because between I just feel like the one that your interest in real estate is impressive, and it's awesome. And you just bought a 3-family house. You have the other house where I think your colleague lives with his family. I mean, so how does it feel to be a landlord?
I actually doesn't like to be a landlord. I don't like it.
But you like real estate, right? That was
Because you know why? Because if he every beginning of the month, and then when some people doesn't want to pay or anything, I
That's the
feel
hard
like
part.
a headache. And then when something the plumbing coming
Yeah.
up,
Yeah,
that's headache.
yeah.
I don't want to deal with this. I
Right.
don't want to even show up who's the owner is.
Yeah.
Because people think the owner is very big. Oh,
I-
it's rich. It's not.
I know they say that
It's
when you
not.
own property to kind of just go in and pretend you're the maintenance guy if you are the owner. I've heard that tip. Don't let the tenants know that you own the building. You're just there for maintenance.
Right.
Because they'll complain about the owner, but you just kind of want to have your ear on it. But yeah, I know what you mean. Because if the tenants know you're the owner, then they think that you're rich and you can take care of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They think you're rich. You have a lot of money, but actually not. It's not.
Because you
We
put a
just
lot of money
survive.
into it. Yeah.
We just
Right.
just make the way to survive.
Yeah.
It's a different way than them.
Right.
So
And you diversify. So you have real estate, you have your businesses, you do different things with your, money, your income.
what was your question?
That you do different things, and I like how you change it up. You have your real estate and you have your business. Like you make your money work hard for you in different ways.
Yeah, I make my money and then I make that worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the future, if the kids need help, I'm there for them.
Yeah.
That's great.
So this is it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
about the kids, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah.
I feel so sad. The life is like that. It's so true. So what are you gonna do?
Well,
when
one day they'll take care of you,
Yes.
right? So
I
that's
don't
the
even think
hope.
about that.
The circle of life, right?
I don't even think about that. Those kids right now, if they are successful, if they are okay, I'll be happy.
Yes, they will be.
Yeah, of course they're going to
Sounds
be.
like they will be.
I'm sure they'll take care of you too. Well, either way, they're probably going to, at least your son, he's coming back after college for a little while.
Yes, he is.
What's your next big project? Anything you want to do?
I am working on Philadelphia. I have a property. Actually, have 4 residents and then 1 store.
Oh,
it's
so
at
mixed
downtown.
use?
Oh my God.
Mixed use.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Very
So I'm
cool.
working on that right now.
Philadelphia is
For
awesome.
you.
Are you going to open up something in the
I-
commercial part?
It's not. That's the house that I was having a coffee shop before.
Oh.
I had a coffee shop in Philadelphia, and then I actually have a partner with my best friend, and then because she doesn't move on, and then we close down.
Okay.
Then I'm buying the house.
That's awesome.
Oh.
And then now is somebody rented for, I think from Mexican bakery or some.
that's awesome.
Some restaurants, little restaurant.
We'll
yeah.
open there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on that to do the mortgage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why last time you sent me that. I
Gotcha.
said, just hold on.
You got a lot, you got a lot of
You're-
stuff going on.
You need to keep
that's
yourself
a big
busy.
One. Yeah, that's a pretty big. No, that's the big one. Then I feel like it's worth it. It's
Yeah.
the rental income is pretty good.
That's
good.
awesome.
For
It's like
you.
a 12,000 a month. So
Wow.
that's good.
Wow.
That's
Especially
really
in
good.
Philly. Yeah.
Have you talked to your kids about investing in real estate? Or,
Nothing.
no.
Nothing.
Do they don't
even
even
care.
ask?
They don't even
Not
care.
yet.
They don't even care, and then I don't even tell.
Right.
They just go their own. When they are doing everything's good and they're happy, I'm fine.
Yeah.
So don't even bother
Yeah.
anything. And then they don't even want to, because my daughter is so busy with the MCAT.
Yeah, I can't even
So-
imagine what that is like.
It's a headache and the stress too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then she have to do a lot of shadows and the internship, like those kind of things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for her.
I know the world needs some good
Doctor.
doctors, and I feel like
Yeah.
that's awesome that she found that
She is
calling.
She is a good
Definitely.
doctor.
Yeah.
She is made for that.
Good.
Yeah.
Because whenever
Love that.
she wants to ER, she's actually helping EMT right now. And she complained to me one time. She said, "Well, I don't think that those are good people over there. They're so bad. When the old people, the seniors, they feel bad, and they just yelling them, and they just push, just put them down on the bed, just not gently."
Yeah. She
I
has
feel
to-
so bad, she said. I feel so bad. This is not made for medical people.
She cares.
Yeah, those people should not do that. 'Cause
Yeah.
You cannot do that.
She has empathy and compassion. Yeah.
I
which-
feel like she's just made it for medical.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
thank
think
God she's
yes,
doing it. That's
she's
awesome.
doing that. So I feel like it's good because whenever you do something, you really have to like it.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Like I'm doing the arrangement flower, I have to like it.
And you like it. Yeah.
I like it so much.
Have you been doing that more for any other people or any other businesses, or really more for your businesses and yourself?
I also do for my sister's nail
Oh,
salon.
really?
I did it pretty good at that. Yeah,
That's
because
great.
she just opened the second location, a nail salon.
Where?
And in Manhattan.
Oh,
wow.
Uptown,
Okay.
79th Street.
That's amazing.
Uptown,
Yeah.
and then the one it's in the Middletown.
Wow.
Trump Plaza.
Wow.
It's in there.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
That's impressive.
And you're doing flower arrangements for that. That's
I do the flower things.
How
to,
cool.
Ask them because it's so expensive if you ask somebody to do
Right.
it.
Oh, I know.
And then they're very happy about that. I know how to do it, and then saves a lot of money though.
That's awesome.
Do you have any social media that show that you post on for that? No, right?
Don't you think I have a time for that?
No.
I really want to it.
We could hire somebody for you. Let's find someone. You can hire somebody to
Yeah.
do your content.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If that's my dream job when I get older.
Yeah.
Because
you
this
go.
is whatever age is, you can still keep going.
Yeah,
right.
Of course.
Yeah, you don't have to
Your
stop.
sense,
Yeah.
your design, it's in there. It's in your mind. So it doesn't matter how old. I think
Yeah.
it's still working out.
Oh, for sure. I think you can recreate whatever path you want to take in your life
Whenever.
as you get
Right.
older.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Uh-huh.
Especially artistic form or, designing, creating. You can do
Right.
it anytime. That's awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
So you were brought up in a more entrepreneurial environment where I feel like in the United States it was more like you go to college,
Yeah.
you get a job, and then you stay at that job for the rest
Yeah.
of your
And then you
life.
Work for
retire
someone
and you
else.
sail away.
Right, and
Yeah.
work for somebody else, and it does no.
Yeah.
That is actually not how it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
And so, exactly what you're saying. You can follow whatever path it is that you feel passionate about.
Right.
Yeah. When you were raising the kids as a single mom, were there challenges that you kind of faced at that time? Just especially, teenage years. Any advice you can
course.
share with some other single moms out there?
Right. Yeah, my daughter, when she's 13 years old, and then she have a terrible time. That's probably the teenage, and then it's struggling.
Yeah.
I remember
She
that
was
age
at-
myself. It's hard.
She was at the sophomore that time. She have a boyfriend, like boyfriend. It's
Yeah.
very close, and then because the family and me and my husband doesn't, working out very well. Probably she's when somebody treat her very good, or maybe very close to her, and then she really deep in love, and then after that the boy is walking away from her. She tried to suicidal. She used the eyebrow knife to cut herself, and then the school found it out.
Wow.
And then school actually called to police 911, and then they actually come to my house at nighttime.
Wow.
And take her.
Oh.
And then she was at Monmouth Hospital.
Wow.
There is a small children's hospital right next to
Yeah.
it, and then she got locked in for I think 1 month.
Oh, my God.
I cannot visit unless if I request it. I cannot see
That
her.
must have been so hard.
That's frightening.
It's so hard. Then
Yeah.
I take her after that. I take her to therapy. I take her to psychiatrist at Feiho. I actually that's my nightmare.
Oh, I can
That's
yeah.
very very hard for
As a
me that
parent.
time. And then I have to work, and then nobody understand.
Yeah.
And I have to figure out myself. My boy, my son actually was very very young that time.
Yeah.
She's crying at the nighttime. She's just crying very loud, and then everybody's so scared. And then my son sometimes not talking that much, and then he's like inside.
Yeah.
He's talking inside himself, and then because the things happen so big, and then it's really really hurt his memory.
Yeah.
And then he actually wrote an essay for the college
Oh, wow.
all about this.
Aw.
So that's why he said he want to be a biomedical engineer. He want to help all the kids. Like his sister being happen like this. He doesn't want those kids happen outside.
That's
And he
amazing.
want to be that person to helping them.
That
That's
is
so sweet. Yeah.
That's so sad. And then, cause I don't usually read their essay. And then one time, because my iCloud and his iCloud, it's combined together. Then I see this, and then I kind of like read all of this, and then I feel so sad. And then I feel like it's my responsibility, and I think it's my fault, cause I didn't bring the beautiful family to those two kids, and then those two kids is kind of like a deep hurting.
Yeah.
And the father doesn't even know
Wow.
anything about it,
Oh.
and then he doesn't even care. So this is
It's hard. These are the moments
is
when it's
hard,
so hard to be
yeah.
a parent.
no. When you see the essay and then how he's like tell the feeling is, you really so sad.
And that just shows how much he loves his sister.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're very close.
Yeah.
There is very
Resilience
close
for the both of them,
Right.
though, and they overcame it, and they have you and your love and support, and
Right.
it's not your fault, so you
Yeah.
shouldn't feel that way.
No.
And
That I feel like it's my fault because
No.
that's why kids have that kind of essay, and then that's why after everybody read this essay, and then a lot of college actually accepted him.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
of that,
So
and
powerful.
also he's doing EMT.
Yeah,
so
and
long
helping
he love
people.
it.
Yeah, he's
Good.
an
Helping
EMT as
people.
well in Brick.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes,
And I
he
feel
is
like
too.
that's what the world needs more too. More compassionate people
Yeah.
who care, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
cares.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, as messed up as this sounds, sometimes when children experience trauma in their lives, something is born out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That inspires them to do better or
Help.
work harder or help others or something like that. So, it's like an unfortunate situation what you guys all went through, but it seems like they're gonna, be more resilient because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your daughter's
hope
probably
so.
stronger. And
She is very strong.
That's
She's
awesome.
very strong. She's very independent.
Yeah.
Good.
After the college, and then when she come back last year, and then I can tell she's very independent. She's very tough.
Yeah.
She's very tough.
Good.
Yeah,
When we're fighting, and I can't even win.
yeah, of course.
You're like, well, I'm just putting up
Yeah.
the white flag. I surrender.
She's very tough.
Yeah.
But sometimes, woman, I don't want a lady to be too tough.
She'll find her
It's-
balance.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
She have to find her balance.
Yeah.
Sometimes she have to stop. Just calm down.
What's her sign? Right, as Sue would say.
Yeah, you know, right?
What's her
her sign is
birthday?
November 13th.
Okay.
Oh, Scorpio, yeah, they're
Scorpio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're-
Is anybody
they're tough.
Scorpio here?
No.
My daughter is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. I feel like she's a tough girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is your sign?
Taurus.
Taurus.
Yeah.
You?
Gemini.
Oh, and you?
Aquarius.
You're a Libra.
Oh, yeah. I'm Libra.
Yeah.
My son's a Libra.
Libra is nice.
Balance.
He's,
Everything was
he's
balance.
such a gentle soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. They looking for like a perfect spot. They
Yeah.
want you nice
balance.
Yeah, balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh. But some people always said that it's not only your sign, your
Oh, yeah.
original sign,
Right.
and then also there's another sign right top
Yeah,
of
so
it.
it's your sun
rising
sign,
or
your
whatever.
moon sign,
when
and your
you were
rising
born,
sign.
Right.
Right.
When
Yeah,
you're
a
born
whole new
where.
episode on zodiac signs
I just
coming
lowered
out
myself
soon.
in this chair.
That's so funny.
I don't know how. Going down.
Yeah, yeah. There's a whole like you could do your whole birth chart, like
Yeah.
the time
Yeah.
you were born, where,
Oh my
and
gosh.
all
Yeah,
the
what's
different
the
stuff.
time
But,
is.
So fun.
You know,
Yeah.
We'll have to do that.
Yeah, that's for another episode.
for sure. Oh, thank you, Julie,
I
so
know,
much
thank
for coming
you for
on
coming
today.
on,
I
I
really
telling your
feel
appreciate
like
it.
you're a true American dream. Like
Yeah.
you came here, you worked hard, like you did what you figured it out, and you're still figuring it out. And you're such an amazing example for your kids.
Yeah.
But you know what? Sometimes I don't even think though.
Well,
I don't
you
even
just keep
think. I
going.
just
You're
keep
humble.
going.
Yeah,
I know,
stay,
right?
Stay humble. You know, the humble don't stumble, baby. Yeah.
You haven't stopped. Yeah, I know what you mean. You haven't stopped to be like, whoa, what did I just build? But you built something, so many beautiful
Yeah.
things.
Make
so.
sure you pat yourself on
Yes,
the
you
back
should be
sometimes. Because I'm inspired by you.
Me
So,
too.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand. Sometimes I'm hiding myself and crying so bad.
We all are.
You're not alone.
Nobody's.
Well, until next week, thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.